All set? Okay. I would like to call this meeting of the Sylvania Township Zoning Commission to order. Would you call the roll, please?
Ms. Himmeline.
Here.
Mr. Casper.
Here.
Mr. Epstein.
Here.
Mr. Creaky.
Here.
Mr. Sabo.
Here.
Okay.
And Mr. King is absent.
We have a quorum. Our first item of business is to approve the minutes of the April 9th, 2014 meeting, which you probably all got via email a while ago, but do I have a motion to approve those?
So moved.
Got a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Well, we have a motion and a second. Are there any additions or corrections to those minutes? Did anybody? I remember it was a pretty short and simple meeting. Okay, no additions or corrections. Call the roll, please.
Mr. Epstein.
Yes.
Mr. Creaky.
Yes.
Mr. Casper.
Yes.
Ms. Himmeline.
Yes.
Mr. Sabo.
Yes.
Motion carries. There is no old business that is carried forward. We have one single item of new business, which is a zone change request from A4 rural residential to C2 general commercial for the property located at 3246 North King Road and 3250 North King Road. I believe in front of all the members of the Zoning Commission are the drawings of the location, and I know that everybody has received a report from both the Lucas County Planning Commission and the Sylvania Township zoning staff. So if you would like to give us any more information, Daryl, go ahead.
Not a lot of information to give. Just want to add that the site of the former Central Elementary School on King Road and Central was rezoned to C2 earlier this year, then recently purchased by the applicant. The applicant's requesting this zone change in order to have the subject properties consistent with the former school site and to have the necessary and relevant zoning designation in place for any future development. At this time, the applicant has no proposed plans for the two subject properties. Zoning staff recommends approval of the zone change request from A4 rural residential to C2 general commercial. A change to C2 zoning would be consistent with the commercially zoned parcels on this segment of King Road between Central Avenue and Covert Road. Additionally, the request is consistent with the Sylvania Township Land Use Plan.
Is there anybody who would like to speak on this issue to the Zoning Commission? Going once, going twice, invitation to speak. Okay, are there any questions from members of the Zoning Commission to Daryl?
These occupied or abandoned structures?
They're vacant.
So basically, if this zoning goes through, everything across the street, this old school property, basically everything in that area will be zoned commercial except for 3 housing sites that are
Right.
city.
The opposite side is the vet, which is C2.
But I think all those houses are zoned.
And there's a couple of houses there, then they're zoned C2.
I think, yeah, the whole square was zoned
Right.
C2 about 6 or 8 years ago.
Behind the vet?
Yeah, all those houses are, I think, are actually that property zoned C2. The neighbors all went together in light of future commercial development, had that done.
All 5 of these are for sale, are they not, or not necessarily? The 2 in the middle maybe are not.
All 5 were for sale,
Yeah, I thought there were
and
signs.
several took them off the market when I first approached them. One of the value. And they've stated we already purchased the most southerly home, and we've applied, so I'll be back in a month or 2 with a good state. The only homes that we're not at present talking to are the middle 2, house 2 or 3, but the only one that's contiguous to the school.
And it's no big secret that Mercy's putting a facility in there.
Mercy's building is because of the freestanding yard on the initial plan.
I have the plan here if anybody
Yeah.
wants to take a look at
No,
it after
that's-
the meeting.
Any additional questions for this? Yes? No? Hearing none, do I have a motion to approve the zone change?
I'd so move.
I have a motion, I will second that. Any additional questions, comments? Hearing none, call the roll, please.
Mr. Epstein?
Yes.
Ms. Himmeline?
Yes.
Mr. Casper?
Yes.
Mr. Creaky?
Yes.
Mr. Sabo?
Yes.
Motion carries. Is there any additional items that we should talk about before we venture out into the rain?
No, unless you want to find something to talk about until the rain stops.
I don't think the rain's gonna stop till way late tonight. Anything that we see for an October meeting, or not yet?
Well,
Might be.
I don't know if,
Well, the schedule, I can tell you, according to your sheet, it should be here. It'll be,
when is it before Lucas County Planning Commission?
Lucas County is October 22nd, so that makes the zoning November 12th.
Okay, so probably not October, but
November.
November. Well, we'll all see each other for the holidays. Anything else for the good of the order? Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn.
We have a motion and a second. Call the roll.
Mr. Creaky?
Yes.
Mr. Sabo?
Yes.
Mr. Casper?
Yes.
Ms. Himmeline?
Yes.
Mr. Epstein?
Yes.
Thanks, everybody, for coming out on a rainy night. And see you in a little bit.
So, we could have you sign in at the podium.
I figured if the people that didn't live in the other two houses weren't here, then this was a pretty easy one.
Sounds like they do.
They're holding out, like the guy at Lowe's.
That's, I said the same thing. Everybody knows about the guy at Lowe's.